guys, Linda Lepaki here. It is time for 52 Tags Handmade Week 17. And Anne's video was so good. She took all these pieces of fabric and rolled them up, and I don't know if you can see, you can barely see it anymore. I drew the tag on there, and that's the way she did it. I'm glad we're finally using a hoop because I think this is going to make life so much better. So I'm just going to do a little bit of it, and then I will turn the camera off, and then I'll turn it back on when it's done, because I don't think you need to see me do the whole thing. So I want to get a needle out here. Oh, this one has some pink on it. That might be kind of... Okay, so we were supposed to pick a color that we don't use, that we haven't used that much. And when I was looking through, she did hers in red. When I was looking through mine, I thought, got a lot of red and blue, I think. That's not really green. That's kind of golden. So I thought green would be good. I did use a little bit of that green there, but I thought green would be good. So that's what I'm going to use. Well, this is really a long needle, isn't it? I don't think that's really for crochet. I think that's what I did the seed one with too, and that was kind of crazy. All right. Let's see if I can get this in without a threader. Oh, why make life hard? Just use the threader. Everything's sticking to me. So I'm doing a couple of videos ahead. I just like having them ahead. Yeah, that one goes up there. This isn't a very long piece of green, but I thought I might as well use it up. So I hope the weather's good where you are. The trees are starting to blossom here. The birds are singing. It's such a shame that spring doesn't last longer. Okay, I just want to see where my little, yeah, you can see it, that little white line there. And I want to come down just a little bit. So she did one roll at a time, and I'm put them all on here because I just wanted to see how much fabric I would need. And you just took little pieces of fabric and rolled it, and then you just take a couple of stitches like this next to each other, and then you move on down. And her sample was so cool. She had them all going straight down, and then the next one she had them going like in a curve. It was really cool. So I'll try to put a link to her video below. I'm trying to find the edge here. I'm going to try to use a couple different colors of green embroidery floss. So I just came down a little bit. I'm putting another stitch. I bought this hoop. I used to have a bunch of wooden hoops. I have no idea where they are. They're probably in a drawer somewhere. And I couldn't find them. So a couple of weeks ago already, I bought this hoop. And I meant to use it last week on that seed one, but I've been thinking about doing it this way, where I draw the tag on fabric and sew it to fabric and then cut it out and put it on the tag, because it's easier to hold and stitch this way, I think. Take I caught the fabric. I don't want to catch the fabric. Maybe once in a while I do. I thought, oh, I don't have any green fabric, do I? Sure enough, I had enough. So, I thought I'd have mine fan out. That's why there's that shorter one in the middle. Wanted to do something just a little bit different. I really would have liked it on the curve, but once I rolled the fabric, it didn't move far enough away. Oops. I didn't do 2 stitches there, did I? And I think she did a couple of like French knots and stuff too. That was neat. And she stitched in some like fibers. I have some, I was going to do some cheesecloth in it, but I don't know. It just didn't, the color I didn't think worked. I was going to make some more, but I get so anxious when I see these videos. I just want to get going on it. Should have probably started in the middle, because I don't know, you know, once you pull it through, so it goes all the way down to there. Once you pull this tight, the rolled up fabric, then it takes up a lot less space. You might have to add some. And I was thinking of just leaving these all raw down there, because I thought, you know, they can be longer than the tag. In this case, it looks like it might be shorter than the tag. That one anyway. Oh. Is that it? No. Of course. Now, let's see if we can just get that through and knot it. There we go. All right, so now maybe I'll take a different color green for there. Could do a white. I don't know. We'll use this green. That's okay. That's okay. Boy, Roxy Creations doing this challenge, and oh my gosh, the things she does are so beautiful. Her seed stitch one from last week, oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. I get so messy with my threads. Just bunching them up and putting them back in a bag instead of winding them up. I'm trying. I have these little things on here that I'm trying to wind them on when I get a little piece. You know, that piece is just like maybe too short to even worry about. That one I can use. Okay. Oops. So now I'm going to have to move this over here just a little bit more, which is okay because then when I get to the next one, I can pull it up a little bit. And then she said, with this, the second one, you want to, well, I didn't quite do it right. So I have my 2 stitches here. So I want to put the next 2 in between where these 2 were. Let's see if we can do that. And see, this fabric is thinner than this, so it squishes down better or smaller. So I want to come up here in between. I don't want to come through there. How about you guys? Are you stitchers? Do you do much sewing? I did make a couple quilts, but first one I did was called a strip quilt, where you made all these strips and then you put them together, and I think it was Around the World or something like that it made, and it turned out pretty good. I didn't pick out very good fabric. And then you know, the instructor said to true up the edges each time you do it, and it came out nice and straight. The next quilt I made, I went and bought I don't know, fabric, and I was cutting the pieces, and the lady at the quilt shop said, "Oh, you don't have to true it up every time." And that darn quilt came out so crooked and nasty. I was so upset. So that's when I kind of gave up on quilting. I thought, maybe that's not my thing. I already had so many things that I loved to do. Okay. I guess my thing has always been, like, if I go to a crafts show or sale or whatever, and I see something, I think, oh, I could make that. I could do that. And, you know, save myself the money. And that's why I think I made the quilt. But it didn't turn out to be my thing at all. And it did turn, oh, I caught a stitch under here. No, I didn't. It cost a lot of money to have the one that I did like, or did turn out, to have it quilted. It was like, oh my goodness. So It seemed like a lot of money to spend on something that really wasn't that. I mean, what did I have in it? Like some kind of pink. There's a lot of blue, but there was one fabric that really wasn't right for it. It was like little pink sheep or something. I don't know. I think I still have it, the quilt. I just don't use it. I sent it with my son to college. See, isn't that cool? I like the way that one shows up better and the little bumpy bumps. Okay, so I think I'm going to move this one up a little bit. And I'm wondering if I should change. I think I'm going to use the same thread. Or maybe I should use a different thread. No, I think it'll look all right. If it doesn't look all right, I can take it out. Okay, so now I have to remember, it has to be in the middle of these two. Let's just see how that looks. Then I think I'm going to turn the camera off and finish it, and then I'll show you when it's all done. Should have left that pin in there, I think. Okay, pull that up. Push that thread down a little bit and pull it really tight. This is like a flannel material. It might be easier if I come in from this side, then I can see where the middle of those two stitches are. The first one's always kind of hard to do. There we go. This one seems to want to be coming out untwisted. This one sewed up nice because it was like a thinner material. I was thinking this felt would have some nice puffy parts to it because it's fluffy. Maybe I just have to get the stitches closer together in the back. Okay, so I think you're getting the idea of what I'm doing, and then when I get all done and have it cut out, I will be back. Here's the finished tag. I really love the way it turned out. I would love to have a basket made like this, and I'm still looking for a pattern on how to do that, but isn't that cool? I just think it's so neat. So after I got done, well, I was hoping that it would fan out a little bit more, and I did have to cut like 3 more pieces of fabric to fill up this side, and then I cut it out of the hoop like that. So it was in here like that, which is really fun. And then I just sewed it to the tag and wrote on the back that it reminds me of like a woven basket, and I think it's very, very cool. So thank you, Anne, for the great prompt this week, I guess is what it would be, but it was a lot of fun. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll put a link in the description below to Anne's challenge of 52 tags handmade, and you have to check out the other participants because it's pretty amazing the things that they could do. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.